Test, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2, 3. All right. Good evening, everybody. You are checking out Philly Funk Radio and Philly Funk TV, as well as Power WVSR YouTube page right here. It's a Friday evening. Just gonna go on real short and just say hello. Hope everyone has been having a wonderful Friday evening. And well, as you know, coming up this weekend, I think Monday is Memorial Day. So it's the unofficial kickoff to summer, which is going to start. Actually, it's going to be all weekend. So one of the things I noticed is the governor has the governor of Pennsylvania, Tom Wolf, as well as some of the other governors of some of the other states, have kind of eased back some of the restrictions a little. And, hopefully it'll be a good weekend. But we're going to talk about that real quick. But I want to bring on the line Mr. Van Stone. Van, are you there?
Yes, I am here. And how are you, Jerry Wilson?
I am doing fine. All right, let me make sure your levels are fine. And you should be good. All right, so let me do a 3-shot. Let me do a 2-shot, So both of us will be on. All right, so there's both of us right there. And like I said, hopefully everybody's been having a good day. It's been rainy and kind of miserable. I actually kind of liked it today. It was kind of warm, but not too warm. And it was kind of dreary. It was kind of like perfect sleeping weather, which, of course, I didn't sleep. You know, for a person that's supposed to be on furlough from work, I'm pretty much out of the house a lot. There's always something to do, so... hey, I was doing some things today. Now I'm back. I'm back here in the studio, and I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Okay, as I was mentioning, since we have Ann on the phone, again, this weekend is the unofficial kickoff to summer. It is the Memorial Day holiday coming up, and as I was saying, a lot of the governors in some of the states, including Pennsylvania, our governor, Mr. Tom Wolf, has quote-unquote, eased some of the restrictions that were imposed. And I guess originally it was supposed to be, no gatherings over 5, then 10. Now for the holiday says over 25. So the thing that amazes me is that they said that they're going to allow bars to serve liquor now. However, it has to be drive and go, meaning they're going to serve you the alcohol in your car. Where could that create a problem? What is that problem? Serving alcohol in a vehicle. That's one. So also, the thing about the 25 capacity, do you really think, especially in this neighborhood, do you really think they're going to stick to only 25 people? I've been to cookouts before in my neighborhood where it's literally been close to 100 people. And now you're going to try to tell these people that they have to restrict it to 25 or under. Don't think it's going to happen. But anyway, Van, what is the two things I just brought up? A, about the block parties and the cookouts. What do you think about that? And also, what do you think about the other thing that I had mentioned?
Well, first of all, just like to welcome everyone briefly to the Philly Funk Radio. And of course, this is Van Stone. It's not Talk Live with Van Stone, but we're just here, Power WVSR, joining in with Philly Funk Radio. So, of course, it's 7:03. The weather is not that great. It's raining, but it's still pretty mild. It's not cold, so it's pretty nice outside. Just to follow up what you said, I had a chance to sleep in, and the rain helped me do that. But it didn't rain like real early. It just started raining maybe 10 o'clock. I don't know. And then it just kept raining. So I did get a chance to go out though. And things tapered down. Nice and pleasant, just like what you said. People were cordial, more relaxed. So, I always, give you a whole bunch of extra stuff before I actually answer the question. So now, no, it's not going to work serving people in their cars alcohol. That's like really setting up a very bad situation. People are going to be driving not only with rage, but also, drinking too much or even just a little bit. It's crazy, very dangerous. And these type of things, all these things is relaxing. To me, in my opinion, they're allowing these things to happen. If it was a worse community situation where there could be a complaint, where you have, you know, then of course.
Give me a second. I'm having a little technical error right here. Give me 1 second. I don't know
All right.
what's going on here. Somehow this just clicked over. All right, you should be back on now. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Okay. Yeah, if it was a wealthy community, whatever is a bad situation in a wealthy community. Let's say an example, in a wealthy community, you may have wild animals, you know, just roaming freely. Imagine if they said, well, we're going to make a limitation here, and so you can just go hunting, right? In a wealthy community. Everybody just start shooting, just have a limit of about 5 animals. Imagine if that would actually work. No, it wouldn't. But it wouldn't work, which is what they're going to do anyway, because they don't really care. In the small community, when it comes to people being able to do a takeout drinking situation and drive. And then you had another point too. I forgot real quick. What was it?
Back on. Let me turn my mic back on. Sorry about that. Well, the other point that I was making was about the, what I was saying about this weekend, that they're supposedly having gatherings, that they're allowing gatherings of up to 25 people. And my thing is, like I said, in my particular neighborhood, I know that 25 capacity is going to go way over. What I was saying was I've been at barbecues. I've been just at regular just block gatherings where it's been over 100 and something people. So I don't think it's going to work out too well. And my thing is, how are they supposedly enforcing this 25, not 25, well, 25 or less rule? Are they going to have the police breaking up barbecues? Like, are they actually going to, like, during the holiday, are they going to have the police out, quote unquote, enforcing this?
Probably the answer is yes. But it's an after enforcement. So in other words, as soon as all the bad things happen and the shooting gets started and everything else, that's then when the police is going to come into play.
Well, which they would anyway, right?
Well, but it's always the worst case scenario that they allow to happen first. It's supposed to be the worst case scenario, which means it happens last. But they always set up these things so in the urban community, like, we talked about this before on your show, the guys are riding their bikes, these dune buggy bikes and motorcycles, and they're really not motorcycles, by the way. There's a difference between a motorcycle and a dirt bike, and even these type of bikes, they're not dirt bikes. They're a different type of bike. So, we can speak positive of those who respect the right type of biking, but it doesn't matter. So you're driving your car, and they're riding as fast as they can, head on, and, playing the game of chicken. Who's going to, stop, turn first? Imagine you got all these people riding these bikes all down the middle of the street. It's like maybe 50 of them. So what's the limitations on that? Nothing. Imagine the cookout. It's going to be the same thing. You'll have the rowdy people who are just going to come and look for trouble, which is what it's about when things get relaxed. Like I said, the virus basically in the wintertime was the best thing for peaceful people, law-abiding citizens. Now it's the worst thing because we are at summertime. And now the worst people are going to come out. And they're going to come out full force looking for trouble. That's what they do. And this is why these things are changed now. So, more people are suffering in the black community, as we know. And then on top of that, more now shootings and stuff. Now it's coming back on the rise. Now that's all you hear about on the radio. Once again, someone shot this person, all kinds of stuff is going on. Same thing. And so with the cookouts, It's just going to be a terrible situation. But then that's why we have people right now, they are complaining against the mayor. At least I'm talking about Philadelphia. You know, I know in other cities and states, it's just, they're doing a whole bunch of things. But speaking for Philadelphians, now there's some valid complaints that are going on about the mayor. And like I said, if you have a complaint, if it's valid, then I support it. For an example, I don't know if you brought this up or not, Jerry, but the mayor of Philadelphia just put in his budget and eliminated not some funding, but all funding from the African American Museum. Why in the world would that happen? Why? You know, so that's a valid complaint. Like, why would you pick out of all the museums, African American Museum, and eliminate all of the funding? I don't know. You got an opinion on that, Jerry?
Well, it seems like we're the list. By the way, I want to apologize if anybody out there is watching. Apparently, I'm having a technical issue with the video right now, so we're going to kind of cut it short a little early tonight because we are having issues. But I noticed when there are cuts in funding, they always cut our stuff first. It's always the inner cities. It's always the minorities, you know, the community. And then later on, they come back and say, you know, when they, like, case in point, like we brought up before, the rec centers, for the most part, are going to be closed during the summer. No pools, no nothing. Now, they slashed funding for the museums and everything. So there's pretty much nothing, going to be nothing this summer for the kids in the inner city to do except hang out and get into trouble. When we're supposed to have these social distancing ordinances in effect that are pretty much useless at this point, because now you're going to tell a 14, 15, 16-year-old black kid in the neighborhood, you have to stay in, and there's no pools, no rec centers, no museums, no nothing. Then later on, I guarantee you're going to see them come out saying, oh, the violence, what can we do about the violence? Well, you already shut everything down. Like, what are you going to do about the violence? There's nothing for them to do, and unfortunately, in this area, there's so much negativity. There's more often than not, more negativity than positivity. And the few positive things that were actual diversions and distractions that were avoiding getting young black men and women killed, they basically removed those for the summer. So we're going to see a dramatic spike in the crime and the violence as the weather gets nicer and as the time progresses. I know I have an application on my phone called Citizens App, and I literally had to shut it off a couple of days ago because every 5 minutes I kept getting notifications of the police responding to a report of a person with a gun at this place, that place, Woodland Avenue, King Sesson, Haverford, Girard, Mount Airy, all of these places. But now you're talking about you want to stop the violence, but then you cut out everything positive that was going on.
Right. And, you know, just to go back on what you said or follow up. So here in Philadelphia, it was a big thing. We have the Jewish American Museum. There's nothing announced about funding being cut for that or even a portion. So again, this is the whole point. You know, when we bring up the black issue and the white issue, by the way, the Jewish American Museum is modern day Jewish. And I always try to make that clear because the modern day Jewish, the people there, they're just white people who basically took on the religion of the Jewish religion. So, you know, it's horrible. And just like what you're saying, but I do have a little confidence in one point though, when it comes to the black families, because the black families, especially in Philadelphia, have done so well. They were able to adjust to the COVID-19. The COVID-19 is not over. They're talking about it's going to be a resurgence, a wave coming through between now back into the fall. So I'm going to make a prediction that most of the parents who have the kids, because the kids, you did not see any kids at all. That was the nightmare prediction when it first started, that you would see all the kids running the streets, especially the teenagers, and it didn't happen. So now it's going to be summertime. I'm really thinking that most of those same kids who were staying at home through the start of this thing, I think they're going to still remain home, safe, or they're going to be going in, places where they will find positive things to do. Like as an example, what we're trying to push, dealing with social distance, exercise, tennis, skating, jogging. Oh my goodness, why did I mention jogging? But because you're right. It's just really getting to a point because you can't do anything just because you're black. Something may happen to you, and that's ridiculous. But then they will be creative. Unfortunately, the high increase of the violence with young people will be, in my opinion, the troublemakers. And so if you're not looking for trouble, most of the people who are not looking for trouble will be okay. But then even that's going to be hard because they're looking for people to start trouble with. So there still will be some bad incidents and situations where even the kids just trying to be somewhere or go somewhere or get to point A to B, that if they're spotted by a troublemaker, it's going to be bad. You're right. I agree with you. But I think for the most part, those who are positive are still going to be able to get through it. That's my prediction for it.
Okay. You forgot to mention one activity that you're good at, and we're about to get into this right now. You play tennis, right?
Yeah. That's. I didn't mention it, but I guess I might have sounded like I'm mumbling a little bit today.
Yeah, I might not have heard you. I'm too busy trying to I was trying to fix. There's lag going on right now, so you're busy. You're talking. Your voice is normal, but it looks like Max Headroom over here. With the picture, It keeps chopping in and out. So that's why we're about to go to the video real quick, and then we're gonna go out. So introduce this clip real quick.
Okay, well, this is a clip of Van Stone doing a little tennis, and this time it's a little demonstration or a lesson of how you can, improve your skills, learning how to play tennis, keeping your eye on the ball. And then I think it's a little shot of a few of us playing on the court because tennis can be 2 people or 4. 2 people is called singles, 4 people, 2 on each side is called doubles. So that's the setup. And I hope you guys find it a little funny and fun and try to, be a little silly at times. But at the same time, being a real instructor and a professional dealing with tennis, we hope people can get into it.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to get into the video. One of the funny things is when I started the video, I had these headphones on because I was monitoring the sound, and I didn't realize I had them on, and I walked and almost knocked the camera over. I actually decided to leave that in. You're going to see all of that because what I like to do here is I like to give you like things the actual way it is. Sometimes I will edit it if it's necessary, but I like to show the outtakes too. So we're about to get into this right now. This is from I think yesterday, which by the way, the thing we're going through right now with the video is why we did not come on the air yesterday, because I was trying to get it squared away. I thought it was squared away, but I guess not. So anyway, let's get to this video right here and we'll be back.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't think that was gonna work.
All right.
Yo, you need the racket.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Is it recording already?
It's recording, so I'll do 5,
Right.
4, 3.
Go.
I actually
I was
just
waiting on
didn't
you.
feel like editing
All right,
this.
I'll do this again.
No.
Oh,
I'll
you
do it
want me to
again. Yeah,
start?
I was gonna. No, I'll do it.
You
All right,
usually
5,
start.
4,
Talking about
3. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. You are checking out Philly Funk Radio, Philly Funk TV, and Power WVSR, the YouTube page, and I am out here live at Cobbs Creek Parkway. This in my hand, tennis racket, and of course, I'm joined today by Mr. Van Stone. He's on the court.
All right. Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome, everybody. So, of course, this is Philly Funk Radio. As we told you, we will continue with some healthy information for you. Tennis here. We're on the tennis court. We're here in West Philadelphia. And of course, this is what we do with tennis. So Jerry has a racket in his hand. And one day we'll get him on the court and demonstrate how to play tennis. In the meantime, you guys should really enjoy yourself and come outside, bring your kids, as we said. As you look around you on the court, we have people doing stuff behind us. There's a bench for the park, social distancing. Basketball court is here, but the nets are down. And that means plenty of room. Bring your skates out, kids can run and do whatever they need to do. As far as tennis is concerned, this is what we're doing. And, you know, this is called a sleeve, so I'll take the sleeve off in case, you know, we get ready to
Move a
play.
little over here.
And, of course, this is the, you move it over, you said?
No, I'm over here. Go ahead, finish.
Oh, you coming out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's it? Where you leave me?
No, I'm doing this.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, well, anyway, then I'll continue since Jerry left. We wanted to show you all he had a tennis racket. But, if you want to practice, this is a practice just in case, hitting the ball straight down. And if you're really good, you're supposed to be able to do this and look up and talk at the same time. And how many times can you do this? You know, this is fun, which you could do at least 10 times or more. And this way, also, if you're really good, you notice as I'm talking, but the ball is not leaving the racket. So I'm sure a lot of people can't do this because they really, you know, are beginners, but that's the fun part. So this is like an exercise right here where you can just hold it and the ball just went. All right, so either way, if you're left-handed or right-handed, this is what you can do, and there's of course a certain way to hold the racket and a certain way to swing. Backhand, of course, over the top, and also underhand. So we hope you're enjoying the segment here. We're going to do a little more filming of what we're doing today, and you can catch us at any time at fpnwvsr.org. You can also go Philly Funk Radio. Facebook, you can go WPMR-DB YouTube channel and Power WVSR YouTube channel. So we're glad to have you. We're going to keep you guys keep coming out and get better and better for you. If you have any questions, just send your questions in at any time on Facebook or Front Page News 1 at yahoo.com. All right, once again, I'm Van Stone, and you guys are here with us, Talk Loud with Van Stone, where we're doing sports and we're doing healthy exercise. All right, I'm going to go over here, have some fun. That's pretty much it.
All right. Cut. Like I said. Anyway, we're back right here at Philly Funk Radio, Philly Funk TV, and of course the Power WVSR YouTube page. And Van's back right there. All right, so we're about to get out of here. So I just wanted to close by wishing everybody a happy and safe holiday weekend. Try to have fun, but also try to practice common sense as well. I know not everybody's happy with the imposed restrictions, but the last thing you want to do is get yourself into a situation where you may have an encounter with law enforcement. So, again, have fun, but be safe and be smart. Van, is there anything that you would like to say in closing? Oh, hold on. Okay, let's start this again. Van, is there anything you would like to say in closing?
Sure. Just keep working hard. Just consider your free time right now as still work. And to have the most successful work is to have great behavior, enjoy your family, and have something good to talk about. So that way you have good memories or you can reminisce, So have good reminisce moments with your friends. And, try to get out there and learn a little bit. If you're interested in tennis, just get in touch with us on Facebook. Send me a message at frontpagenews1@yahoo.com. That's email. And, of course, look up our organization, Van Stone Productions Foundation, and learn all you can about what we do. And, of course, we're nonprofit, so we do try to raise funds. We also have a new piece, though. I do want to mention that because I haven't mentioned it before. We are highlighting bringing back feeding the homeless. That's a new thing that we're doing with the COVID-19. So we have a new person that's joining us, and we have a nickname for him, Black Santa. Did you hear me? Black Santa. So that's because, most people wait for Christmas time for Santa, but when it comes to the homeless, every day they look for something. So we are just really just pretty proud of what we're doing. At least we're busy, and we can say we're doing that. So enjoy your weekend, and hopefully maybe we'll see you guys tomorrow, or we'll see you through the holiday times. I'm Van Stone, and I'm out.
Okay, all right. Let me go back to here and switch. All right, so thank you for joining us this evening, and we're going to try to do this again either tomorrow or Sunday or maybe even the holiday. I don't know, maybe even Monday. So we'll see what happens. If I can get this computer situation straightened out, then we'll go on. If not, then, it's going to get worked out. I just don't know when. So thanks, Van, for joining us. And everybody have a good weekend. Like I said, have fun, but be safe. And have a good weekend and have a good holiday. I'm out.
All right.